So this is the world's largest production grader, the Caterpillar 24H. And today we're gonna show you how to haul one. Or I guess, since it's already on the trailer, to be more accurate, we're gonna show you how to unhaul one. Now he's going to get this whole string in a straight line, because to break it apart, at least the front half of it all has to be lined up and straight. That back booster doesn't matter too much for that, but it does make life easier. Okay. So those there are the phone line trick. You take PVC pipe and go from a lower point under here up over the cab. You hit phone lines and stuff like that, it'll run them right up over the top and down. It does have a pilot car out there. It's got a high pole on it, that high pole is taller than this, so it will hit something before this does, so you don't like rip down important stuff. But if you get like a low phone line, you can slide it over the cab with that there. We also see he's got the front tires pulled off, because that's the widest part of the machine. So taking off the front tires brought the whole width down a good section that eliminate the need for a second pilot car, for most of the trip anyway. The other thing they pull off here is the outer section of the moldboard, the cutting edge on the moldboard. This is the moldboard. This is the cutting edge. Normally there's a whole other piece that bolts on here, but sticks out about this far. So again, taking that off brings you down. Between the front tires and that, you bring the width down enough that you get into a lower class of permits usually, for most roads anyway. So this is a trunnion trailer, and what a lot of people say is like, how are these axles back here actually carrying any weight? And if you look, where it pivots right here to steer, there's no up and down pivot. That's a solid connection. And that goes all the way through here to the up and down pivot right here, which is halfway between the axles. Actually, it's a little bit cheated because there's 2 there and 3 there, so it's biased to that side. But basically, once it goes through that pivot, see this beam continues in the center, inside of the main trailer frame rails, and that's actually the frame that goes down and holds the axles. So you could unbolt this trunnion and lift this trailer frame off and away, and the axles and their whole frame all the way back to the booster back there is one solid piece. So in reality, the trailer frame is bridging over the top of the axles and connecting right there. So that's how all these axles back here share the load. And then what you can do, if you don't need the booster, you can pull these 2 pins out here. Booster comes off the back, and then up here, this isn't my trailer, so I don't know super specifically, but there's stops blocks somewhere that stop the front end of this inner frame from pivoting up. And where the heck are they? Like I said, this isn't my trailer. I had trailers like this, but anyway, somewhere up here there's stop blocks. There they are, right there. Stop blocks right there that stop this front part from pivoting up, and then you can run the trailer without the booster on the back and just be these axles as the back of the trailer. This part here is called the Jeep. It goes on the truck, and much like the booster in the back, you see the actual frame of the trailer bridges over the top and connects right there on a 5th wheel, which is the pivot point, just like the trunnion back there. And depending on where that 5th wheel is in between here, splits the load between the truck and the trailer axles. So that on this particular Jeep is adjustable. On a lot of them it's fixed, but how this works, where it bridges over the top and connects way up here, is kind of the same thing as how that works back there, but instead of bridging it between the Jeep and truck axles, it bridges it between the booster axles. So that is how those 2 little booster axles on the back actually do share the load and still pivot back there like that and look like they're just trailing along behind. Quentin, are you happy with your toy?
Yes.
Now this is the world's largest production grader.
Yes, it is.
Now, I'm sure by this point in my video, somebody has already commented down there, like, no, the Champion 80T or the Atco grader is the largest grader.
Well, I can say
yes,
that.
Yes, that is one of those, is the largest single grader in the world. This is the largest production grader in the world.
Where
those
you
ones,
can walk into a dealership and say, I want this machine, and they'll go, okay.
well, to be fair, there's very few people who can actually do that, but
let's just say this. Yeah, let's walk into the Champion dealer. Oh wait, they went out of business 40 years ago?
And let's walk into the Atco dealer. Oh wait, there isn't one because they only made one ever.
Yeah.
So this is the world's largest production-made grader.
125,000 pounds of it.
And how many of them do you own now?
This will be the third one. 2 of them are gonna keep running. This one is gonna be tore down for parts, for spares for us. But not without some testing before we do that.
Because it does run.
Because it does run. Because when I got it, it was covered in like this much snow, and I had to actually take a shovel to get to it.
So you never,
this is the
you
first time
bought
seeing
the
it.
world's largest grader without ever seeing if it actually ran first?
I couldn't even see the blade. It was covered too much snow over it. So I'm glad. It's in good shape. Ugh. It's like a 2-story building.
Yeah, we need a man basket on a forklift.
I know.
To an elevator.
She binged. Okay.
Now see if she rooms.
Fire in the hole. Ready?
Waiting on you.
Yeah.
So you're probably seeing 2 things. 1, front tires are up there, not on the machine. 2, the front of the machine is up here straddled on the neck. How are we gonna get off the trailer? Because you have to pull the neck off to unload the machine. So what we're gonna do is first we're gonna get those down off of there and put back on the machine. Then we're gonna use the blade and push down on the trailer, lifting the whole front of this machine up in the air so that we can pull this neck off the main trailer and pull this away and set all this back down and try to drive that off without falling off the side.
Usually these teeth will get all wore off, and that's how you tell they're bad. This thing's in pretty good shape.
Yeah, those are still really squared.
Yep. See what I was telling you about the 16G? Got 2 of those boxes that run them. Right there,
Yeah,
one right there.
and so I used to run a 16, which is the next size down from this, 16G. And this is the swing drive. This is the motor that swings the blade back and forth.
Okay.
This is the same motor as in the 16 that I had, except it has 2 of them.
Okay, I can pull it down.
That's good, go ahead. Duck, duck, goose. Watch your truck.
Yeah. Got it. That just sounds so freaking cool. That's not good. It just shut off. Yeah, Casey. I know what you did. You're not the only person who works on cat equipment, okay? Hopefully it restarts.
Yeah, really.
I'm gonna blame you if it doesn't. Try and tilt back. Go, babe. Casey, I'm gonna have you get in the cab. Little grader man over here. Okay, not yet. There's still one. We got one more chain down here. Hold that. It might go. The wire's kind of hung up. It might go. Yeah, we're gonna be good. Good job. Take that side up a little bit. down as hard as she'll go.
safe for once. Especially when you're working your hydraulics, it starts.
It's usually on the ripper too that way.
It can. Oh, grab me that other binder. One of the bigger ones. Oh. This one? Now we are much safer.
There was a bug on my arm. Sorry. Yeah, you're good. Hold it right there. Your hands sweat? Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Phil, we're ready to go. Okay, side shift. Okay, come on in. Whoa! Okay, you gonna come up? Come up. Hold up. Right there. So close. Wow. So close. Side shift that direction a tiny bit. Whoa! Yep, come on in. A little more. Good, right there. Like a glove. You like that 3/8, baby? I got the see them saying, boys. Go, baby. Go, baby. Go, baby. Yeah. All right. Let's get some more.
how you unload the world's largest production grader off a low bed. And now if you want to see a whole bunch more crazy shenanigans with this thing, including it getting torn all apart, but some fun before that, go check out Quentin's channel. I'll leave the link to that down below. We'll see you guys next time.
Iron King Inc.
Yeah, that.